Hello everyone and welcome to my next reaction to Supernatural. So the last episode was a doozy of an episode, oh my goodness. And I can't believe I'm getting so close to the end of the season. I feel like we're not there yet, but I feel like this season has flown by. I feel like maybe it's because like in my personal life or whatever, I had surgery, there was recovery, there was a lot going on, so I don't know, for some reason, I feel like the ending of this season has gotten here sooner than I anticipated. And as per usual, I'm always pretty nervous whenever I near the end of a Supernatural season. All right, let's get into it.
Oh! No, don't leave me here! Aiden! Don't leave me here!
Whoa!
It's him.
One down, two to go.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
I'm fine. Wait, you okay?
Me?
Yeah, Cass dinged you up pretty good.
And?
I just want to make sure you're okay.
I'll tell you what. Why don't I go get some herbal tea? Okay. And you can find some cowboy junkies on the dial.
Eat me,
Oh
Dean.
my
No, we're
goodness.
just talking now. Good talk.
Hey, great talk.
Are we gonna get to a point in this show where these two
FBI.
can ask each other if they're okay?
Killing murders, aren't you?
And there doesn't have to be a whole lot of sass as a response?
Last night, things got crazy.
Oh. That is a clean slice.
Hell of a thing, ain't it? So I put a statewide APB out on these three about an hour ago. You're gonna need to call that off, and we're gonna need this footage.
So what was that all about, G-Man?
You remember Chrissy Chambers?
Yeah, the Vitala case, right? They were working that truck stop by the freeway. She and her dad helped us shut him down.
Right, then he promised to go civilian so she would grow up to be...
Oh my god, I didn't even recognize her!
Well, maybe he doesn't know she's doing this.
What, sneaking out in the middle of the night to go hunt monsters with the
I was
alpha
wondering why
dumpling
Dean
game?
was
Is that what
looking
kids do
at
these
her
days?
photos so
Maybe he
intently.
knows he's helping her out.
Yes, that is her. I don't know why I didn't, make that connection.
I told you, I have a boyfriend.
Then how come I couldn't find him in your celly?
Because we only Skype.
Her Sally.
And let me guess, he also... Hey, how about we start a new tradition, and before each job, we give each other good luck kisses.
Oh
How about I
my
punch you in the
word.
throat instead?
You know, you're not gonna get anywhere with Chrissy with those cheesy moves.
How about you stop putting salt in my game? Mind your own business.
Sweetie, your game is already salty. It's a big old salt lick.
Hey, Chrissy.
What are you two doing here?
Saving your bacon, that's what. Only 2 hotels in a 20-mile radius, and we pay cash too. Just more.
Freaking clerk.
Chrissy, where's your dad?
Dead.
Oh my goodness. Oh!
Wait, stop! This is not your kill.
What are you
Oh.
talking about?
3 months ago, this bloodbanger snuck into her house and killed 3 people in their sleep.
What? No, I didn't do that.
A brother and his sister.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I came home from a friend's house and I found them. They were my family.
This isn't happening. I didn't do anything. I swear. Please, help me.
Oh! Okay. Okay. Seems like there might be more to this story. There always is.
An aunt in Cincinnati. Why?
Because you're packing a bag and we're taking you there.
I think Victor's gonna have a problem with that.
Victor? So what are we talking here? Some sort of kids' school for hunters?
Don't be such a dweeb, okay? We're not the X-Men. Victor's helping us get revenge.
Yeah, well, I don't care what he is. He sucks.
Maybe it's time that people know the truth about what's really going bump in the night.
Oh, it cause panic, create mayhem? Yeah, that's a great plan.
Look, I don't need you to save me, Dean.
All right, so these kids are...
Dangerous and off their meds? Yeah, no kidding.
So what? We go and talk with Victor?
I guess. I mean, at least to figure out what his... Not what his motives are, but like, what is going on in this situation? Because I don't know.
Victor Rogers.
We met, Rougarou Hunt in Washington. I'm Sam, this is Dean.
Oh, yes, the Winchesters.
Right.
Better now?
Much.
What do we always say?
Move on, but never forget.
Good. Now, don't you have a trig test in the morning? I think a balanced approach is best, don't you?
They're kids. They shouldn't be hunting at all. You gotta break this up right now.
I give them family and purpose. And you want to take all that away? Why?
So they don't get killed.
Yeah, that.
I know your friends. I mean, Martin was insane. And somebody obviously dropped Garth in his head when he was a baby. And I know you two loved that Bobby guy, but he was a barely functional alcoholic.
Oh, excuse your fucking mouth.
Disrespect meant. Once they get their revenge, they'll be better hunters than any of us ever dreamed of.
I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like you. I'm sorry, Garth and Bobby.
This is crazy.
Get the fuck out of here.
Is it?
The fuck out of here.
Kids aren't supposed to hunt. No one's hunted for them. Well, then wait until we figure out what to do with Victor. They stay safe.
That is a better plan than what I was gonna suggest. I may have thought that it would be a good idea to cause some violence on Victor. I'm not proud of the thought. But you besmirch Garth and Bobby. Get the fuck out of here. Who the fuck are you?
But you know what I realized, Sam? Is that these kids, they don't have to live it the way we have. No crappy hotel rooms, always moving. No family. No life. It's not the only way.
Sure.
Like I told the cops already, I'm not sure why Jimmy
I don't
didn't
know
do
that
something
this
like
is the way to do it, though, you know?
Vamp to kill Chris's dad. You ready?
And no, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like you.
Okay.
Are you sure this is a video surveillance pic?
It's her.
Okay, why don't we let Sam handle this?
There's no timestamp on it.
Okay. So you think he's lying?
Well, that or he's just wrong. It's hard to say.
Yeah, I never trust a guy who wears a sweater.
Digging.
He's
All
lying.
right, I'm gonna talk to hotel clerk, see what he knows.
Where'd everybody go?
Tracking that vamp.
Well, I think we got a problem a lot closer to home. Look at this. See that blue van? My brother saw it outside the hotel yesterday. We think he's working with a vampire we bopped.
Looks like we're going hunting.
Hey, who the hell are you? Answer me.
Please make it go away. It hurts so much.
What?
What's happening to me?
Come here. Has never happened to you before?
No, there's something wrong with me. That guy, he did something to me.
What guy?
I don't know, this guy in a blue van, he grabbed me, he took me here. Dean!
You piece of shit. You piece of shit. I hope you die terribly. I hope you die terribly. We all knew it. We all knew it. Ah, you're in cahoots. Ugh. Yes, all of you.
Put those away and we can talk.
Put down the guns. Just chill for a
Why are
second.
you with the vampire that killed my dad?
You're barking up the wrong tree.
I don't want to hurt you, Dean. But I will if you don't move.
She's innocent.
And how would you know that?
Because she's fresh made.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
But they-
it's clear that she's
My dad was killed
freshly
months ago.
turned or whatever.
This whole thing stinks. Look, last time I'm gonna ask you nicely, take the damn guns off me or somebody's gonna get hurt.
Big talk.
I know it is.
So let's say this isn't the vamp who killed my dad. She's still a monster and deserves to die.
Okay.
Not if we can save her.
What?
She isn't fed yet. And we can reverse this if we find her maker and get his blood.
And why should we care about her?
Like I said,
I want the bloodsucker who killed my dad to pay.
and we're gonna find out who that is. But let's not be so bloodthirsty that just anyone will do.
But Victor says it's her.
And I say it ain't.
Yeah.
So we're gonna pack her to go. We're gonna ask Victor ourselves. Okay?
And Victor's the worst. So. Oh boy. Sam!
Well, you're awake. Kids arrive home victorious. Only to find you dead in their living room.
Ugh. Sweetie, Dean already suspects you. You hurt Sam, and it's
Us.
over.
I'm sorry, Sam. I can't have anyone poisoning my kids' minds.
Other than yourself, that is.
I don't need to justify my actions to you or your self-righteous ass of a brother.
Oh my word.
Wouldn't expect you to understand. You're not a father. You don't know what it's like.
Okay.
Hey, we're home.
Well, this will be tough to explain.
These two are not to be trusted. They're trying to destroy us.
Do you know this van, Victor?
Of course he does. They're working together.
Is that true?
It looks true, seeing as Sam's the one that's tied up, but you know.
It's complicated.
No, actually, it's not. See, Blue Van here has been turning fresh vamps and setting them up for you kids as easy kills.
But why?
Because they didn't kill our families. Did they?
No.
This is
Well, then who did?
nuts.
I did. And they all screamed.
You have to understand. I saw a way to make the future better.
Oh my goodness.
To get there, I had to do something hard.
He killed them off your orders?
You needed motivation. I scouted each and every one of you. And I knew it was the only way to get you to hunt.
So you killed our families?
I know their deaths are tragic. But think of all the future lives that will now be saved because you are now together.
So these fake vampires were just a way for you to train us and fill our heads with lies?
We have to learn to put things in perspective. Come with me. We can get past this.
Oh, I wouldn't put down your weapon after you just admitted that you had all of their families killed. I feel like that's not the best choice. Not that he's been making great
That is
ones.
unfortunate.
Ah!
Don't make me hurt you.
Not everything, Victor.
Oh, damn.
If we want revenge for our family's deaths, he gives it to us.
We don't kill people.
Because see, the sin's bad no matter what we do.
Exactly.
Oh boy.
This is for my dad. For Josephine's family. For Aiden. For me.
And for talking shit about Garth and Bobby, but you know, maybe
So we're
that's
just gonna
not as
let him live.
important.
All alone with himself. No family. No friends. Ask me, that's not much of anything.
Okay.
God!
Oh. Wow. Ooh.
Proud of you.
Shut up before I punch you.
So how's she doing?
Better now.
Think this is yours?
Oh, Sam.
I hate how we were put together, but I can't deny that it feels right. And why should I let Victor ruin that too?
So what you're saying is that you like that boy over there? All right, well, I'm gonna have a guy come and check on you every once in a while, okay? His name is Garth. Make sure that you're all right, that you got what you need.
Garth?
Yeah. He's a little strange at first, but you'll come to love him.
Take care, Dean.
Oh. Garth really
Yeah,
out here
goodbye,
looking out
Dean.
for everybody. Ugh.
Aiden,
Oh no, he's gonna threaten him.
this is something I want to tell you about Chrissy.
Oh, I know. You'll kill me if I ever hurt her, blah, blah, blah.
No. She'll kill you.
Yeah.
Good luck. Maybe if we shut that hellhole once and for all, those three could have a real life.
Okay, there's some motivation there.
Maybe they won't be the only ones.
Whew. Yeah, all right. Okay, well, I really liked the subject matter of this episode, as disturbing as it was. I thought it was a really interesting and in certain ways, or a lot of ways, a very tragic plot. Everything that went down, obviously Victor was insanely scarred by losing his family also in such a horrific way. And not only does it sort of like, obviously it sticks with you, but it kind of fueled his motivation to try to make a new generation of hunters, as obviously misguided as it was, you know. I did find it kind of interesting. And as soon as Chrissy started talking about Victor, I was kind of like, what's this guy's deal? It just doesn't sound all that right to want to train, you know, young adults to get into that life. I feel like it's a different scenario. And by the way, I mean, Dean and Sam know firsthand what that can do to your childhood and everything like that. And they were a lot younger in a lot of instances, right? But it's a very different situation in the sense of like, that's, you know, she could go live with her aunt, right? And obviously she didn't choose that in the end. But it just seems off, right? Like, I don't think I would be the first one to think that while watching this. It just, you're kind of like, all right, what's going on here? And it seemed like he was, before we even get into the whole, he got their families killed, you know, working with a vamp, really lost the plot there for sure. But even before that, it seems like he was trying to fulfill something that he lost, a hole that he lost with his family, with these kids. And it possibly comes from a way more, possibly, more to do with himself than to help them. And I did find that kind of interesting. But the reveal of he had their families killed in order to recruit them, that's so nuts. I was really, you know, I knew I didn't trust him. And yes, some of that is because he, you know, was talking shit about two of my very beloved characters. But it just seemed off. And, you know, as soon as everything got revealed, I genuinely, and I understand why they didn't want her to pull the trigger, and for her to know that revenge is not like the only way to go. It leads down a really bad path, and you have to, you know, you take somebody's life, you have to deal with that, right? But I don't think I could have blamed her if she did she did pull the trigger, but like if there was a bullet there. I know that that's like, I guess, awful to say, but my goodness, like, just to have that sink in, that the person who's like trying to take care of you, trying to teach you, had your families killed, like, oh my goodness, I don't even know. But, and you know, he lost everything in that moment. And when he took his life, before that, I was genuinely like, we're just gonna let him go? I don't know, because they were like, Chrissy made kind of a speech sort of saying like, well, now he'll be alone and that'll be his punishment or whatever. And I'm like, can we turn him over somewhere? I don't know where. I don't know what to do with him, but like, we're not just going to let him go, right? And of course, maybe him taking his life, it makes sense for the character, but like, was also the writer's way to sort of tie up that loose end as well. But I mean, listen, if you say anything bad about Garth, and especially if you say anything bad about Bobby, I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. You have chosen death. So I'm very, very loyal to my favorite characters. But all of the joking about that aside, it was a very heavy episode. And not only talks about where their lives can go as hunters. You see where his life went as a hunter, or as somebody who lost his family so tragically and everything. And I do like that this actually served as like a motivation for both Dean and Sam to continue on this fight. And I think it was a perfectly placed episode. It really gave that sort of like perspective of like, oh, that's right. That's why we're fighting. There's a lot of fatigue throughout this whole season of like, oh, why it has to be us again. We got to save the day again. And, I liked that this gave a little tragic, but some motivation to them at the end. Okay, I don't even know what else to say. I'm nervous, obviously, going forward. The one thing that I did want to say, I'm sorry for not recognizing her right off the bat. Listen, there's a lot of episodes of Supernatural. There's a lot of like maybe one-off characters, and every so often, I usually try to be pretty good at that, but every so often, maybe it just, I don't know. I just wasn't thinking about it in the first scene or something like that, and I just didn't recognize her until Dean brought it up with Sam, and thank you for the recap. Thank you, because I would have caught on, but it was kind of funny. I had this moment of like, oh shit, that is her, but so I apologize for that, but yeah, sometimes it happens. I watch a lot of shows, and there's a lot of different actors and characters that come across and everything like that. So, but I do apologize for not noticing her right away. All right. I think that is about it. If you would like to support me on Patreon or subscribe, I would really appreciate it. But if not, I'm just happy that you were here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.